Learn what Tucson citizens think of the proposed changes to downtown.
See how one new app is changing the future of connectivity.
And find out how the UA men's basketball team feels about their chances this upcoming season. All this and more tonight on Wildcast.
This is Wildcast.
Welcome to Wildcast. I'm Max Efrein.
And I'm Jackie Kent. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Congress failed to approve a spending bill by midnight at our nation's capital on Monday, forcing a government shutdown. Thousands of federal workers will be without a paycheck. National parks will close. The Grand Canyon, for example, is already turning visitors away. Locally, this shutdown impacts border agents, Saguaro National Park employees, and federal workers downtown, to name a few. But two government services are still in effect, Medicare and Social Security. You can find more on this on our Facebook page. Just search for facebook.com/UATV3.
City Council is finally prepared to address something that has been on the minds of the Tucson community for more than 10 years now. Wildcast reporter Max Efrein has the details on this downtown controversy.
The Ronstadt Transit Center is being considered for redevelopment. Since first discussing the idea in 2003, Tucson City Council has been waiting for the right time to tackle the issue. That time has come with the revival of downtown. Developers and new businesses are starting to invest again in the city's future, and foot traffic is hitting unprecedented levels. The center sits smack dab in the middle of downtown, cornering 6th Avenue and Congress. Tucsonans have complained that such a prime piece of real estate is being underutilized and requires the city's attention. There appears to be three main different views involved in this discussion. One that says, leave the transit center as it is, don't move a brick. Another wants to see the center moved out of downtown. And the third believes that Ronstadt simply needs some moderate improvements. Margot Susko's business, Hydra, is just right across the street from Ronstadt. After 19 years of operation in that location, she says she is ready to see a change in the transit center.
Most of the people I know that take the bus are thrilled about the Ronstadt Center getting a little facelift. And if we can do that in a combination where, again, we can get better use of the space and mixed-use retail, as a retail business myself, I would be thrilled to have that across the street.
Members of the Tucson Bus Riders Union, on the other hand, are content with what the transit center has to offer.
We feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. There's a lot of people that feel that it should be redeveloped and that there should be retail and stuff like that there. But we believe that it's a public space and that rich people shouldn't get richer off of it.
The option of relocating the transit center has been nixed by the City Council as of right now, but there are still some reservations by members such as Paul Cunningham on how the next steps towards making a decision on this matter should be taken.
Right now, I think we should walk away, reassess, and let the process happen organically, where folks kind of dialogue about it a little more offline, and maybe we can come back to the table in a few months and get something that's good.
City Council member Steve Kozachik instead believes the city should move forward right now by at least seeing what developers can bring to the table.
There's no reason that we have to wait for more information. We just spent almost 8 months gathering information.
The City Council is expected to reconvene on this matter in January. If a consensus is reached to continue the redevelopment plans, the city will be reaching out to developers at that time. Reporting for Wildcast, I'm Max Efrein. With a police force that requires officers to be responsible for as many as 500 students per enforcer, crimes can often be more difficult to prevent and stop. But the UAPD is working harder than ever to make the UA campus safe. Wildcast reporter Cameron Moon has the story.
There are more than 38,000 students on the University of Arizona campus and only 80 officers working in the University Police Department, making it difficult to keep a growing campus safe. Most of the crime reported on campus is burglary, according to the University Campus Safety Report in 2012, which states that there have been more than 99 reported burglaries on campus since 2009. The highest crime is still alcohol and drug related, and yet most students feel that they're very safe on campus.
I feel safe on campus because there's a lot of people around and there's helpful things like the safe ride and the campus lights where you can walk in. If you feel like you're getting followed, you can touch them. There's also the buddy system where they'll come and walk you home if you don't feel safe.
Now, students are often targets to people like this man, who is yet to be identified or named in a UAPD investigation of a credit card theft on campus recently.
So it's always frustrating when you can't get a hold of someone right away or someone may get out, but what happens is we the way that we work and the way that law enforcement is that we know that time is usually going to be on our side.
A lot of people think nothing can happen to them because we're young, and usually mom and dad help with everything. I think that we're definitely targets for people.
Now, to find him, UAPD may need some help from the community.
We always have things to write on. Take something out, write things down, so you don't have to just rely on just your memory of something.
Reporting from the University of Arizona for Wildcast, I'm Cameron Moon.
Stay with us after the break for a look into this week's upcoming weather.
People may tune out someone they see on a median trying to sell newspapers.
Those extra few hours of having to swipe your cat card to get in at night might be keeping non-U of A students out of the library.
And while some are traveling to Mexico for cheaper gas, others are forced to pay those high prices at the pump.
Students and parents are always invited to come cheer on the Wildcats.
We'll see you back here next week for another edition of Wildcast.
Welcome back. We'll be turning over to weather reporter Shay Sorensen for this week's forecast. Shay.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, Wildcats. We are welcoming fall here in Tucson with a high of 92 today. I don't know about you, but I'm happy to say goodbye to those triple digits. A high pressure system to the south of us will keep daytime highs in the lower 90s for the next couple of days. Expect a cool down later this week due to a cold front to the north, which will pass us on Thursday, bringing high temps down to the mid to upper 80s for this weekend. As a consequence, this front will bring gusty winds up to 20 miles per hour on Thursday as it moves in. Low temperatures this week will be a bit chilly, especially on Friday with a low of 56 degrees. Clear skies are forecasted this week as well as mostly sunny skies. That is all I have for you, Wildcats, and have a wonderful week.
Social Link is the new app that is making it easier to network with others. Wildcast reporter Katya Hall has the details.
A new app known as Social Link is making it easier to find people on social networks. Social Link uses Bluetooth for instant connections on multiple social network accounts, such as LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter.
A lot of the way people communicate nowadays is not through your phone numbers, it's through social media. You're always on Facebook, you're always on Twitter, your presence online, you're always on it.
Hector Rosales and his partner Michael Jacobs came up with the idea while they were in a study abroad program in India. They were finding it difficult to maintain business connections with future employers.
So when we wanted to build that relationship with them, add them on Facebook, email them, add them on LinkedIn, we couldn't find them. We couldn't spell their names correctly. So my business partner, Michael Jacobs, actually came up with the idea of creating this app.
Robert Roberto, a Social Link user, says networking with others used to be a task, but with Social Link, connecting has been so much easier. I spend more time actually speaking to a person rather than figuring out how to spell their name. University of Arizona's McGuire Entrepreneurship Program was just ranked second best in the nation by the U.S. News and World Report. Rosales advises that it is never too early to start your own business.
I knew that I can do something outside the classroom like this just by using my own resources and actually going out and doing it. I would have done it freshman year. There's resources at our disposal at the university, online resources, just reaching out. It's just a matter of you being able to reach out.
This app is free and allows the user to choose which social networks they want their new social linky to look at.
Hey guys, I'm here with Hector, and he's going to show me how to use this awesome new app, okay?
So you do a one-time sign-in to all your social media accounts. I've already logged into Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can press next. Say two people have the application, they're able to use the link function. It finds them via Bluetooth. Once the phone finds the other phone, it pairs the devices, and then you're able to choose which ones you want to add the other person on, and then it sends respective friend requests and follows.
I don't know, it sounds like it was probably some viable networking experience.
Reporting for Wildcast, I'm Katya Hall.
All right, Max and I are going to see if this works. Let's put our phones together.
Okay, I think we just do some contact here.
Maybe we'll figure it out later.
Backwards, okay.
But if you do want to find out more information on this story, you can check it out on your mobile device. Just search for uatv.arizona.edu. It's time to flex those creative muscles. Campus Moviefest kicks off tomorrow at noon in the Student Union Bookstore. UA students, faculty, and staff will have 1 week to shoot, produce, and edit 5-minute videos that stand a chance of gaining national acclaim. All of the equipment required to produce a finished product is provided to participants, along with 24-hour tech support. For more information, go to campusmoviefest.com.
We've all had those days when schoolwork is dragging us down, and we need a good laugh in our life. Wildcast reporter Rhiannon Sorensen has an inside look at how the Charles Darwin experience aims to help students get that reprieve.
Every Tuesday night, students line up almost an hour early at the Union to watch the improv group Charles Darwin Experience. I'm here for the Charles Darwin Experience, finding out why students like to come to their show to relieve stress.
People come to see us because we're a free show and because they know that if they come and see us, they're going to have a great time. We've gotten notes from people who say that their week is so stressful and that Tuesday nights at 10 is their only reprieve from all the stress they have.
Not only do students come to this show to relieve stress, but also for some comic relief.
We've heard from a lot of people that oh, this is like, I get to just forget everything and then relax and laugh. So I think everyone likes to laugh.
Some students have never been to this show, but they are in for a Charles Darwin experience. Reporting at Gallagher Theater for Wildcast, I'm Rhiannon Sorensen.
Stay with us after the break for a sports rundown.
Hi, it's David Hasselhoff, the Hawk. Get Hawk with UATV. Stay tuned. Don't change the dial.
UATV 3 UATV 3 When I turn on the TV, I turn it to channel 3, cause they got all the greatest shows that I've been waiting to see. It's entertaining to me, cause it's pertaining to me and all the other Wildcats in the student body. We're broadcasting live to all the residence halls, so all y'all's in the halls, turn your TVs on to channel 3 for Sheezy, so you can see me and all the other happy people down at UATV 3.
During the 2010-2011 season, the U of A basketball team made it to the Elite Eight. Reporters Rhiannon Sorensen and Amanda Lennon talked to the players to see if they think they can take it even further this upcoming season.
At U of A Media Day, Coach Miller expressed high hopes for the incoming freshmen as well as the season. Miller stated that Gordon earned his place and the right for people to talk about him.
I play very hard. I'm very versatile. A lot of people don't see the versatility in my game. They don't see a lot of the little things that I do on the court that make a big difference. Being in the right place on defense, my second jump being able to jump the first time, come back down the plant, jump back up quicker than everybody else. So it's just little things that people wouldn't normally see that I can do.
Coach Miller expressed that Brandon Ashley has progressed as a player and is more productive than he was last year. Like Miller, Nick Johnson also looks forward to what the incoming freshman will bring to the team.
The biggest thing we can expect is an impact on defense. I mean, with Rondé and Aaron, they're so tall, long, and athletic that's one of the things that they can really impact right away as far as steals, block shots, and just all on-ball defending, as well as some highlights.
I'm Amanda Lennon. And I'm Rihanna Sorensen, reporting to you from UATV.
It's supposed to be one. Oh. Now is the best time to adopt a pet from the Pima Animal Care Center. The center will waive all adoption fees through September 28th for cats over 1 year old. Kittens will be $25. All cat adoptions include microchipping and vaccinations. They are still accepting cat drop-offs, but call ahead to make sure there is space.
And now we'll be turning over to sports reporter Chelsea Moe for this week's sports update. Chelsea.
Hi, Wildcats. In a 3-0 loss against California, Candace Nicholson, a women's volleyball player, wound up on top by setting a new U of A record. This last Friday, she made the new record of 1,298 digs. Exciting news in football with Kadeem Carey, who has been named the College Football All-Purpose Performer of the Week. Kadeem Carey ran for 132 yards on 30 carries with 1 touchdown in Arizona's 31-13 loss at Washington State on Saturday. The Wildcats will play at USC on October 10th at 7:30 p.m. That's all for sports, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Chelsea. As always, thanks for tuning into Wildcast. You can watch us anytime online at uatv.arizona.edu or on our YouTube channel, UATV CH3.
We'll see you next week for another edition of Wildcast. Good night.